Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today you are joined by me, Connie, and again Meow Meow, our special guest. She loved the spotlight last time and she's been begging for me to come back on. So I thought, what the heck? You know, she's beautiful, she's big, she's here to stay. Does she like scary movies? I'm not really quite sure. Before I go any further, this video will contain spoilers. So viewers beware. But today we are talking about movies that I've seen in the movie theater this year that I haven't talked about. Usually I'll watch a movie in the movie theater and I'll review it. But sometimes life happens and I'm unable to review it. So I compiled my list and we're going to talk about all those movies today. Now, the first two, I actually did see these both on the same day, and that is How to Make a Killing, A24's, and Psycho Killer. I think it's raining now. If you hear rain, I hope you like it. Again, my name is Connie, and I like to yap about movies on YouTube. I'm also on TikTok and Instagram if you like shorter form content. Please hit that subscribe button if you want to see more of my content, and if you don't, that's okay too. Alright, up first, we're going to start with How to Make a Killing, A24's great movie. I really enjoyed this one. It is on HBO right now if you do want to watch it. What I really like about this movie is the narrative. So we see Glenn Powell. He's on death row. He's about to be executed, and he talks to the priest before he dies. And he's telling the story about how he ended up in this position. So we get to see his life story unfold from his point of view, which is the best point of view. It's his life. But Glenn knows comedy. He knows it well. He's so good at it. He just has this certain Zaza Zoo about him, and he knows it. He's cheeky about it. And this role was perfect for him because he does know how to play a good boy and he knows how to play a bad boy. But this bad boy wasn't so dark. There was a comedic aspect to it. And that's why I thought he was good for this role. And he executed it well. You want to root for him, but you also can't because in the movie, his mom had him young, out of wedlock. Her family cut her off. She was rich, like rich of all rich. They said, "See you later, alligator. Goodbye, crocodile." Him, the little baby. She put into his head his whole life that you deserve the money, the inheritance. She dies, and he has to live all by himself, take care of himself his whole life. And her family never stepped in to help at all. He saw his mom die. I think it was cancer, which I know all too well. He got older and he wants the money. So what does he do? He kills off all the family members before him to get the money. So all the characters in this, they're likable. All the family members, even if they are annoying, I still like them. The only character I did not like was Margaret Qualley's character, which shocked me because I do like Margaret Qualley, but man, she was annoying in this, which means she did well, you know? But this movie was well done. The writing, the cast, the build up, the twists, the turns. Again, you want to root for him because he is likable, but you can't be just like killing people. And it was it like weird, you know, it was nice to see him succeed as more killings went on, I guess, and he got more out of life. But eventually it caught up with him because Margaret Qualley, her character, he used to have a crush on her, and now that they're older, she got married. She's weird now, and the crush wore off when he got to know her as an adult. She blackmails him, he ends up in jail. And what I really like about this movie is the ending. He wanted this life so bad. He wanted the mansion and the money, and he went to jail for it. But Margaret blackmails him, puts him there, but she also gets him out of jail. In order for him to get out of jail, he has to agree to be with her and share the money. And so they leave the jail together and they go to the mansion and the gates close like prison gates because this is his true prison. Just a really good execution of the movie. Meow meow. Oh, and that's okay because she's perfect. Yes, she is. All right, up next, it's going to be Psycho Killer, everybody's favorite movie of the year. I'm kidding. A lot of people hate this movie. Now, to me, was it as bad as I thought people were saying? No, but I could see what they were talking about. I am not a hater of this movie. So, pretty much, a sadistic serial killer is on the loose. He kills a cop, and the wife of the cop, who is also a cop, witnesses his murder. And she's going to take justice into her own hands. She's going to find the serial killer and take him out herself because he killed her husband and she's pregnant. I was really shocked to find out that the writer of Seven also wrote this because it doesn't match up, to be honest. This movie did have a ton of potential. It wasn't executed the best. I could see where it was going, but if they had more time and more love put into it, this movie would have been so much better. But I didn't hate it. I loved the point of view of the killer and his journey, Georgina's character, the wife on a mission. I wish we got more out of her and her journey. It just seemed like a lot of plot conveniences for her, and I did not like that. I wanted her to work a little bit to find this guy, but it just seemed like it was too easy for her to find him. The antagonist, of course, served as the main focal point of the movie. Now, the film did provide insight into his journey and his objectives. He still remained a mysterious figure for me, and I like that. He's a big dude. They shot his body well, but we never really get to look at his face. He kind of reminded me of a mix of Bane and Michael Myers. At times I was confused about his motives, but again, if they put more time into this movie, it would have been more clear. There is a Columbus, Ohio shout out in this movie. I am from Central Ohio, so of course I loved that. Overall, the film did try to build a sense of terror, but the tension unfortunately fell flat. And with the runtime of 90 minutes, I believe if the film was longer, it would allow for deeper character development and more refined visual effects, because oh my gosh, there was a scene in this movie where it could have been so good, but the fake CGI blood just ruined it, where he goes into the mansion and kills all the cold people. I was like, yeah, slow motion, let's go. And then I was like, oh no, 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 not the CGI blood. Just awful. Come on. Practical effects, baby. Practical effects. Just looked super unrealistic. I hate that. But again, this film could have benefited from more love into it, add some elements, could have been further developed. Psycho Killer, I think that one is on Hulu right now, if I'm not mistaken. I will double check. Meow meow. You look like Bat Kitty. I just can't. You're goofy. I hope that's not bugging you guys. All right, up next is Hokum. I think a lot of people really enjoyed this movie, and it's not a bad movie at all. I think it's beautifully visually stunning. The characters were not my favorite, but they were interesting and thought out. Is it a movie I would watch again? No, but I did think it was good. So Adam Scott plays the nastiest character. I hate his character, but I did like that they did that. We can't all have a nice good guy character. It was just something different, and they worked it. They put a lot of love into his character, for him to be so mean, because it worked. He worked that shit. As more stuff goes on in the movie, he gets perspective on life and he changes. So I'm happy that that happened. So he's a writer. He goes to an Irish inn that is haunted by a witch. And the staff seems to know it because she lives in the basement. Not all the staff, but like people who need to know, they know. And one of the bartender ladies who saved Scott's life ends up being murdered because she was pregnant by one of the people that worked there. Adam gets wrapped up in trying to solve her murder mystery, and he goes up into the haunted honeymoon suite and discovers where the witch lives, what really happened, and the setting is good. It's not overdone and it's not cheesy. I love the inn. I love the hotel. I love the darker tones, but it's not gritty. I did enjoy the storyline. The witch to me wasn't really that scary, but the atmosphere was. The tension was there. The way they moved around the honeymoon suite was good. I wish they used the scary donkey guy more though. That's me being a little bit nitpicky because that really freaked me out. But it was just like a show from his childhood, not really like a huge character in the movie. But that's something I would have changed. But not a bad film at all. It's really good. It's stunningly beautiful. The writing's good, the character development's good. Everything is there. It's just not a movie I would watch again on my own. But I would watch with other people, you know? The drama, A24. Zendaya, Robert Pattinson, they are lovers getting married, and something went down. There's a bunch of drama before the wedding. What could it have been? What was the drama? Well, Zendaya apparently, not apparently, she planned a school shooting when she was a teenager. Now, I just want to preface this. I was sweating this whole movie. Do I think it's an important topic to talk about? Absolutely. Do I want to watch a movie about it? No. This movie just was not for me. Was it a good movie? Absolutely. It was great. It was complex. Robert and Zendaya, they were so good in this. I expect nothing less from them. It was just so hard to watch, and that's what it was intended for, to make you uncomfortable and to think. A24 wants you to have your brain on when you watch their movies, and I don't hate them for that. Everybody was hyping up the third act like something bigger happened, and watching the third act, it wasn't that crazy to me. Robert Pattinson gets punched in the face at his wedding wasn't that crazy to me. A lot of people think that what Zendaya's friend did was worse than what Zendaya did, and I'm not here to tell you what to think. I think the friend is awful too. I don't like her at all. Her character was meant to be unlikable, and I think her name was Rachel. Yeah, fuck you, Rachel. But Zendaya, obviously, she has changed. It's not for me to decide if Robert should marry her, his character. They love each other, and if he forgives her, should she even be forgiven? Like, there's a lot of questions that I don't need to answer. That's for their characters to decide. I think that he could move past it if they talk about it more, therapy. But it's not, she didn't do something little, in my opinion. Like, she thought about it, which, okay, we have bad thoughts sometimes, but she planned it. That was my issue, where I was like, okay, she planned it. Not that she was thinking about it, because we've all been teenagers before. Did I think about that stuff? No. Was her teenage self funny at times? Sure, I chuckled. But watching her plan it, I didn't like that. Seeing a little girl hold these massive guns, it was made to make us feel uncomfortable. But I do wish these characters the best of luck. I'm not marrying her. I'm not marrying him. I hope they do live happily ever after. Obviously, she's changed. I don't think she is a monster now. And I do think Robert's character can move past it. But I wouldn't, to be honest. That's just my opinion. But I think the movie was good. There was funny parts. Again, quality was there. Characters were there. Yeah, just not a movie for me. But if you liked it, I completely understand. My brother loved this movie, and I still love him. You know, I'm not going to hate people for liking a movie unless it's that one movie that I think you're a disgusting human for liking. If you want to know what it is, go watch my video about movies I refuse to watch, and it's the last one I talk about. This next one, I had no clue existed until I saw it in the movie theater. I went to a secret screening, and this movie came up, and I literally Googled it real quick, like under my coat, because I was like, what is this movie? I have not even heard about it. and it is called Fuze. It has Aaron Taylor Johnson in it, Sam Worthington, Theo James. So I saw a bunch of these faces that were familiar, and I was like, okay, I'll stick around. I thought it was going to be Hokum. That's why I went, but it wasn't, because I really did want to see Hokum. Of course, I ended up going to see it later. But pretty much, a bomb is discovered, and they have to evacuate the city. The bomb people come, but it turns into this criminal mastermind bank robbery plan. The bomb was planted there to rob a bank. It really is a good action film. There's a lot of twists and turns and backstabbings. I don't want to give too much away because it isn't that popular, but it is called Fuze. I don't know if it's streaming anywhere, but if you like a good criminal bank heist action film, this was a really good one. All right, the next one. It's going to be Obsession. Do you like Obsession? You know, a cat gets eaten in it. How does that make you feel? I don't think she would like this movie. Obsession, the movie of the year. Everybody's raving about it. I saw it. I liked it. I'm sure you guys have seen it. Everybody's seen it because it is so, so good. One Wish Willow, Bear wishes that Nikki would love him the most in this world, and that wish does come true. Nikki becomes obsessed with Bear, but I don't think that's what the movie's about. I think it's about Bear's obsession with Nikki. What a great movie. It's freaky, like gives me the heebie-jeebies. Wow, Indy Never Ready. She gave a performance. And Bear, uh, Michael, you could have just told her how you feel. And if she doesn't like you, just move on. It's not the end of the world. I promise. The person that you have a crush on, they don't like you back. Take that as a sign. It's not going to work out. Move on. Or grow a pair of balls. And just talk to her. Don't be so weird. You know, I know you're shy. I know you're nervous, but like, she's your friend. Open up to her a little bit more. Maybe she would like you, but she doesn't. Move on. Again, he didn't know that the wish would come true, but it did come true. And you know that, like, it's not really her. I know he doesn't want to believe it at first, but like, she's doing all this crazy stuff, and then he's like, oh, the wish did work, but I'm still gonna do what I'm doing to her, which is not okay. I did feel bad for Bear in the beginning, but as the movie went on, obviously I was like, no. Just the way he handled the situation was not that good, obviously. And I just felt so bad for Nikki. And like, she's trying to tell him, and he's just not getting it. He still is like, why don't you love me? And she's just like, it's not me. It was just so heartbreaking. The cinematography in this was really good. I loved the dark shadows and the certain lighting. The brick car scene, oh my gosh, so brutal. Ian's character, man, that was your friend, and you knew he liked her. Was he ever going to go out with Nikki? No. But like, why are you okay, I guess it was casual between him and Nikki, but it's still not sort of like a guy code. Like there's girl code, like or like a best friend. I don't you're not gonna bang the chick that I like. It just was icky to me. Like, Ian, what the heck? But the ending of the film, what's gonna happen? Nikki makes the wish that Bear would always love her. And then he ODs. Ian gets shot. Sarah, we know what happened to Sarah. Nikki is left by herself screaming in agony because the wish wore off. Because he died. That was the only way the wish would wear off. And I believe she does go to jail, but what a good film. It makes you think. There's so many layers to it and so many questions. Like in the beginning, the way beginning was like, "Oh, Bear, like your balls haven't dropped yet." Like, "Aw." But then 2 seconds later, I'm like, "Bro, just ask her out." It wore off quickly, me feeling bad for him. And then it just got worse where I was like, "Oh, Bear, no. Who are you going to choose, the man or the bear?" The different man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not choosing this bear. People will find the flaws in this movie, but I'm not choosing to look for the flaws. I'm just enjoying for what it is. Not every movie will be perfect, accurate, fill in holes. Like, it makes you think a little bit, and I appreciate that. All right, the last one. I think it's the last one. Yes, it is the last one. Masters of the Universe, my number one anticipated film of the year. And to me, it did not disappoint. It did not get the love that I thought it was going to get. But the people I know who did see it, they liked it. And I'm glad they did because I liked it. My kids liked it. They were going, I have the power. I grew up with the cartoons. I wanted to do a review for this movie, but every time I post something about Masters of the Universe, I get the meanest comments. And I just was not in the right headspace to put a video out about Masters of the Universe. But now I'm like, who cares? You don't own a franchise. I know, like, I look young, but I did watch the cartoon. Obviously, it was reruns, but you're not gonna make me feel bad that I look like I don't like Masters of the Universe. Weird. You want people to enjoy your franchise, that way it can succeed. Like, the more people that like it, the more you'll get out of the movie. So if you're mean to people who talk about the thing you like, it's a little bit weird to me, I'm not gonna lie. But I did get some nice comments, and I do appreciate that. Where people were like, yes, I'm so glad you liked it. I'm excited for it. And what I didn't like about the movie was that they try to make Adam small. That was just so funny to see. Not like it was super bad, but it was just funny. And then when he became human, he was like big, but like nothing really changed. I thought everybody was so good in this movie. The battle scenes were my favorite. They were so different and unique. And the whole Grayskull was, I thought, executed really well. If you're expecting a Marvel movie, it's not that at all. It's like its own little universe, obviously. And it's funny, it's comedic, and just like a lot of different characters that I like. A new generation is now into it, and I like that. My kids like it, and it is streaming on Prime right now. I know it didn't do well at the box office. I think it was just the timing and the promotion of it. I don't know what they could have changed. Not my forte, but I really liked the movie. I would say the favorite one off this list would probably be Scary Wise Obsession, but Masters of the Universe I really liked. Thriller wise, How to Make a Killing. Action, the only one I saw was Fuze. That was really the action one. My least favorite one, sadly, probably, although I did like Fuse, it's not like one, like action films are not what I'm not really into action movies. I will like them and I end up enjoying it, but probably Fuse would be my least favorite. But I did like the movie. Even though I did dog on the drama, I don't think it's a bad movie at all. It's just one that makes me feel super uncomfortable. Those are just some movies that I've seen this year that I haven't been able to talk about. We still have more movies to come this year. I'm so excited. Let me know if you guys really liked any of these movies. All right, as always, please stay safe out there, and I will see you guys soon. Bye bye.